So guys, I'm going to show you how to use this website called ReadyplayerME to make an avatar for your virtual production. So I'm already logged in. You might have to create an account, etc. So I'm going to create a new avatar. It's pretty simple. Now I want to show you one of the features that's really cool is you can actually take a photo of yourself and it'll do its best job as possible to make an avatar using this. So I just did that using the camera on my laptop. So let's just wait a second for this to load. So here it is. This is the first screen. So I'm gonna, I don't know, I think this is probably skin color. Do whatever, and you can have a lot of fun here with the clothes. Maybe I'm doing a medieval game. Maybe it's a sports racing game. I want this kind of outfit. Maybe I'm looking for sort of a gentleman, and so I'm going to go like that. The hair, I could change it. It doesn't have to be exactly. This is supposed to be a stylized version of me, but maybe I want to change the hair for some reason. Let's just go down here. Maybe I want to give him a beard. I want the whole thing here. I'm not going to spend too much time on these features. I'll let you play around. Definitely needs to give him glasses here. These are the funky glasses we always see. And maybe a cool hat or something. Let's see here if I can find a kind of fedora or something. No, that hat is not what I want. I don't see a fedora, but that's fine. So I'll just remove the hat. And this is my character. So I'm going to go and enter the hub to prepare my avatar. So it remembers the avatars that you've created. So this is the second one I've created. And what I want to do now, since I want to bring it into Unreal Engine and also rig it in Mixamo, I am going to actually download this and download the GBL file, I guess, which doesn't open in Maya, but does open and you can import in Blender. So we're going to just wait till that's done. Okay, so I just downloaded the GLB file, and now I'm going to go and open Blender. And so in this new project, I'm going to delete everything that's in there, camera and the light, and you'll know everything's deleted when you look over here. There's nothing. So here you go, File. And even if you haven't used Blender much, here's a couple tricks for you. The middle mouse button to move, it's a little bit different. And the Shift key, oops, we do not want to move that. So Control Z. Let's just restart a new project. If you move that, there's easy ways to fix that, but you don't want to move that. Let's click here. And so Shift key is another way to move around. So let's just import the character. So we're going to import from GLB file. And so you go get your character. And I think mine's in Documents. So I found the file here. It doesn't allow you to rename it, so it can be a little bit confusing. So I'll import this in right now. And I'm going to just show you a few tricks. So the Shift key allows me to, oops, I do not want to move that. And I don't know why I keep hitting on it. Give me a second. I just want to show you that coming in from Ready Player One, this character already has the full skeleton, the full armature. So if you see, the bones are all there. And if you want to see what it looks like in Blender, now the light took the lights out, so it looks a little bit pale, but don't worry about that. It's actually fine. So all we're doing is importing this and exporting it as an FBX. So let's do that right now. Export, and we're going to go FBX, which is probably the best export format to work in Unreal Engine. So over here, only thing we need to change is change this to copy, and make sure to check this box. Otherwise, it'll come in as a gray character missing all the colors. So you definitely want to do that. And now you can finally name him. I'll call him, use my name, Dubo in a suit. And so if you have different characters, when you bring him into Mixamo, all the animations align with the skeleton of that character. So I'm not sure if I do two different Ready Player Me characters, if I can swap the animations back and forth, but I'll test that. So let's export this. We'll just wait for that to be done. So I've created a fresh project, and what I'm going to do is create a folder to bring in my character. So I'm going to just call it Ready Me or something like that. And I always like to give it a color so that I know it's something that I'm playing around in. I always do this with my students. And what I want to do now is, before we do this, we actually want to bring it into Mixamo. So what I'm going to do is upload my character that I just exported from Blender. So it's called Dubo in a Suit. And you'll see I won't have to rig it because it already had a skeleton like I showed you in Blender. And what I want to do right now is immediately just upload and download it so that it picks up basically it's in Mixamo so that I can get the animations that I need for free. So let's just wait for that. So one thing that you want to make sure is, if you were using Mixamo before, that you log out and log back in, because what you want is, you don't want an animation here. What you want is just the T-pose. So as long as that's happening, just click download. And what you're going to do is upload just the T-pose with all the materials and so on. So as you can see, here it is, Dubo in a Suit. And now it's, make sure, because it's got the same name as my last one. And I want to re-upload that here. So I'm going to go import game. And I'm going to look up Dubo in a Suit. So here it is. I'll just make sure it's the right one. Yes, it is. And here's a tip too. If you already were playing around in this, always reset so that it's set up at the basic default settings. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this in. And now just ignore all these errors, no big deal. And what we do is we want to check, because sometimes there's been glitches in the past, but what I want to do is, I should be able to drag it in. It should be full size if everything worked out well. And now this character doesn't have any animations. Why did we bring it into Mixamo? Because I want to go select some of the animations that I'm going to use with the character. So there he is. The shaders are compiling. So everything's working great. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a folder inside of here called animations for this particular character. Okay, so I'm going to open that. And I'm going to go to get the different animations from Mixamo. So let's do that here. So the reality is, you should get all the animations you think you need for that character. You should keep a copy of this somewhere saved on your hard drive, so if you need later animations, that's really important. So I'm looking for idle. And one of the things you need to make sure is that it looks fine in here and that it suits whatever it is you're looking for. So just take a few seconds. Like, this looks weird, I don't want this one. And make sure it's not, sometimes you see these little icons, it means it's an actual animation, which is perfect, which is what I want. And maybe I want to space the arms out a little bit, because whatever, you don't want that, that Z crossing or whatever they call it, whenever. So this character looks perfect. So I'm going to download this one, and I'm going to remove the skin because I already imported it, so there's no need to do that. So it makes it a little bit quicker. And I'll just bring one in just so you can see. And the reality is, you should find all the animations you think you need for your virtual production now. Now is the easiest time. There's a couple things that I recommend, like the gesture pack, which has, all kinds of, cool gestures. And maybe, in fact, I will just click on it and it'll apply it to this. And it will, I'll download it with like a pack with all these animations. So I'll do that too. And again, let's, I don't know if that one's different. So let's just wait for now. I'll test that out. Okay, so now I'm going to go here and I'm going to import the animation. So let's go import the game. And what was it called again? It was called idle, I believe. Yep, so there it is. So this time, this is where the error could possibly could happen, is you must select your Dubo skeleton in a suit. So I want to have the right one. So there, that's the one. And that's really important, because if you did another character in a different suit, even though it was done in ReadyplayerME, you would have to use that skeleton. I'm positive that's how it works. So what I'll do is just bring this in, and there's only one animation right now. I'm going to just drag it in here, and I'm going to press Alt-S just to see if it works. And there it is. So I can bring this into Sequencer, etc. So I have a brand new cool character that is customized and ready to go for my virtual productions. All right? Any questions, let me know.